The WWE Universe was left absolutely stunned at WrestlePalooza 2025 as the most unlikely and dominant alliance in recent memory was revealed. Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins united in a shocking backstage segment that could reshape the landscape of WWE for months, or even years to come. The moment was cinematic, intense, and brimming with narrative significance, as fans were treated to a masterclass in wrestling storytelling, combining the brute force of Lesnar, the calculated cunning of Rollins, and the manipulative genius of Heyman. This alliance, which fans are already dubbing the Ultimate Alliance, has massive implications for WWE's main event scene, championship pursuits, and storyline dynamics. With the combined physicality, strategy, and psychological mastery of these three performers, the company's top-tier narrative has just been elevated to unprecedented heights. The build-up, tensions, rivalries, and history. To understand the gravity of this alliance, one must look at the careers and histories of the three figures involved. Brock Lesnar, known as the Beast Incarnate, has dominated WWE's landscape for over a decade. With multiple Universal Championship reigns, iconic matches against legends like John Cena, The Undertaker, and Roman Reigns, and a reputation for sheer unpredictability and destructive power. Lesnar's presence alone commands attention. Paul Heyman is the mastermind behind Lesnar's dominance. As a legendary advocate and strategist, Heyman's skill in orchestrating storylines, manipulating opponents, and maximizing his client's impact is unmatched. Heyman's involvement ensures that any Lesnar-aligned narrative is not only physically imposing, but also psychologically layered and strategically sound. Seth Rollins, the architect, brings a unique blend of agility, technical brilliance, and psychological insight. Rollins' career has been defined by adaptability, cunning strategy, and high-flying, high-risk in-ring skill. His previous rivalries and alliances have consistently demonstrated his ability to pivot, capitalize on opportunities, and emerge at the top of WWE's main event scene. For weeks leading up to WrestlePalooza, WWE programming teased tension between Rollins and Lesnar, with Heyman at the center, hinting at a potential convergence of interests. The narrative carefully built suspense, blending cryptic promos, backstage confrontations, and strategic misdirections, culminating in a moment of high drama that no fan saw coming. The segment, Alliance Formed. The backstage moment was charged with electricity the moment Lesnar appeared. Rollins and Heyman were initially engaged in an intense discussion about dominance in WWE, strategy, and upcoming challenges. Rollins, confident and calculated, outlined his vision for controlling the main event landscape, a vision that relied on both skill and intimidation. Lesnar entered, his presence instantly commanding the room. With his towering frame, intense gaze, and aura of pure dominance, the Beast Incarnate communicated both threat and opportunity. Heyman, ever the strategist, subtly positioned the alliance, signaling that Lesnar's alignment with Rollins was not accidental, but the result of careful calculation and mutual benefit. The visual tableau was unforgettable. Rollins, standing poised and ambitious, Lesnar, radiating raw power, and Heyman, orchestrating the interaction with the precision and charisma that have made him a legend. Without a word, the trio communicated a clear message. WWE's hierarchy was about to change, and the top of the mountain would be fiercely contested. Why this alliance matters for Brock Lesnar? This alliance represents a rare strategic collaboration. Historically, Lesnar has acted as a lone wolf, relying on unmatched physical prowess and unpredictability to dominate. Aligning with Rollins and Heyman signals a willingness to engage in calculated strategy, leveraging both in-ring skill and psychological manipulation to assert control over WWE's main event scene. Seth Rollins gains unprecedented leverage. Partnering with Lesnar provides him the physical advantage necessary to contend with WWE's most dominant forces, while also allowing him to execute his tactical brilliance. This partnership enhances his status as a main event contender and positions him to orchestrate complex storylines that could span months or even an entire WWE season. Paul Heyman's role cannot be overstated. He is the master architect behind the alliance, ensuring that every action, reaction, and narrative beat is optimized for maximum dramatic, and storyline impact. Heyman's manipulation elevates the alliance from a simple partnership to a psychologically intricate narrative that keeps fans engaged, speculative, and invested. Fan and locker room reactions. The WWE Universe reacted immediately, with social media platforms flooding with hashtags like hashtag Ultimate Alliance, hashtag Brock Lesnar, hashtag Seth Rollins, and hashtag Paul Heyman, trending worldwide. Fans were in disbelief at the unexpected partnership, with speculation running wild about the implications for titles, rivalries, and future pay-per-view events. Clips of Lesnar standing alongside Rollins, guided by Heyman, were shared widely, becoming instant viral sensations. Backstage, WWE superstars reportedly reacted with a mixture of respect, shock, and apprehension. Analysts praised the narrative sophistication of the segment, highlighting the chemistry among the trio and the multi-layered storytelling possibilities. It became clear that this alliance would influence not only main event matches, but also mid-card feuds, emerging talent storylines, and championship trajectories. Implications for WWE storylines. The formation of this alliance opens numerous narrative avenues. First, it establishes a dominant faction capable of challenging WWE's top-tier champions, interfering in key matches and influencing outcomes on Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view events. Second, it allows for layered storytelling involving internal dynamics, potential tension, and eventual conflict, keeping audiences on edge and invested in every twist. With Lesnar's raw power, Rollins' tactical brilliance, and Heyman's manipulative mastery, the alliance sets the stage for confrontations with established stars like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, or even rising talent seeking to make their mark. The segment effectively reshuffles WWE's hierarchy, presenting the Ultimate Alliance as a force that could dominate for months, if not longer. Historical and cultural significance. Historically, alliances of this magnitude in WWE have produced iconic storylines and unforgettable moments. Lesnar's rare partnerships, combined with Heyman's strategic brilliance, have consistently resulted in high-impact feuds and championship pursuits. Adding Rollins to the mix introduces a fresh narrative angle, blending calculated intelligence with raw physicality and psychological tension. Culturally, the segment highlights WWE's unique ability to blend athletic spectacle with narrative drama. By showcasing emotional stakes, strategic alliances, and power dynamics, WWE engages fans on multiple levels, creating moments that resonate far beyond the confines of the ring. Conclusion. The formation of the alliance between Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza 2025 is a landmark moment in WWE storytelling. Combining Lesnar's unmatched physical dominance, Rollins' tactical ingenuity, and Heyman's psychological manipulation, the trio represents a new era of calculated power and narrative intrigue. This segment sets the stage for high-stakes matches, championship pursuits, and emotionally charged storylines that will dominate WWE programming in the coming months. Whether the alliance remains unshakable or fractures under pressure, its impact on WWE's main event scene is undeniable. For fans, the Ultimate Alliance is a thrilling narrative development, blending surprise, strategy, and power. WWE has successfully created a storyline that honors athleticism, character depth, and psychological storytelling. With Lesnar, Rollins, and Heyman at the forefront, the WWE Universe can expect electrifying moments, high drama, and a period of unprecedented intensity. One thing is certain, the Ultimate Alliance has been born, and WWE's landscape will never be the same.